So I know most of you all are not going to do this. Hey family. I know most of you all feel like it may not happen, so it's not necessary to do. A lot of us we just talk, just to hear ourselves talking, to think that just because we talking about it is gonna happen, or it won't happen. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it'll happen, I'll eventually one day get it and take up and leave or whatever. And oh, it won't happen. We trying to talk ourselves out of getting prepared. There's lots and lots and lots of videos, online that you can watch on the preppers. Who are the preppers? The preppers are those people who are preparing for the collapse that is ensuing before our very eyes. We can try to deny it all day long, but it's real. It's coming. It's coming every single day. You put, gasoline in your pump, it's coming. Every time you go to the grocery store and you see them high milk prices, it's coming. Every time you go and you see movie tickets are going up and all of these different things these children are needing for school, for camp, for whatever, is coming. And no one is getting prepared. Therefore, the government realizes it won't be difficult to get most of us out of here because we're not questioning anything, we're not caring, we're not preparing. We're just living this life of materialism, trying to gain as much wealth as we possibly can. And I mean, we're just focusing on things that will not matter in the long run. The first people that will perish, the first people who will be, exterminated will be those in the city. If you're living in the city, get prepared. If you're not preparing to get up and move, get prepared for your demise because there's going to be a plague that will sweep the land. And it always started in the city. Go back to the dark ages when, the black plague was out. It always starts in the city. It always starts in the city with some rat. See, I notice more rats are moving in the city, more cockroaches, more ants, more things that are capable of carrying their modified biological agents are increasing in numbers, guys. Birds with the West Nile virus. And yep, people, viruses are not natural. They are created by man himself. He's created these viruses. Some of these viruses are so old. They were here probably, when the first beings got in the labs, and these beings been gone a long time ago. Some of these agents were made on other planets, guys, by super beings, and they've been here for forever. Deadly viruses forever. They just been here and they're not going anywhere anytime soon. So you know, that's why I said we need to be preparing. D3, are you taking your D3? Do you have plenty of D3 on in your closets? You know what I'm saying? The reason why I'm jumping because I felt something move on my shoulder, tap me, which is not unusual to kind of like go through that. You know what I'm saying? To be just sitting here and feel something just touch me. Beings and stuff that want to interact, that want to speak, that have some things to say. And it's just some. You never ever get used to that. So you got to be getting yourself ready, guys. If you are going to go to the country, you need to be sitting here now trying to learn how to, um, you know, how to be able to make and create those things that you will not be able to go to the store and buy. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be like starting all over from scratch for some of you. Do you know how to grow cotton? Do you know how to change cotton into thread, into to wove it into clothing? Do you know how to get kerosene to burn and coke to warm your home, or what they call it coke down here, but it's coal? Do you know how to do these things? Do you know how to chop wood to warm up your home? Do you know how to raise cattle? Do you know? And it's you by yourself doing it, saying, "Look at this stuff I'm putting up," and you just doing it by yourself. You can't survive. The only way to survive, and I guess that's why a lot of people don't care and they're not doing anything about it, because they know that they're not going to be able to get anyone to participate in it and to do anything. So they have given up. But the only way to survive this is to be able to, find like-minded people who will come together with you in groups, and everybody assuming a particular role. Like your role may be to raise livestock, and your role may be to um produce cotton, grow cotton. Your role may be corn, and this role may be. See, it's going to take that kind of stuff to survive, because all it takes is just them to say the truckers are on strike and all the grocery stores just shut down and people will starve to death. You may have food in your house, you may survive a few, you know what I'm saying? But if you don't have water, if you know where next to you don't have access to running water, then you really don't have anything life sustaining, because water is going to be one of the major resources that's there that's going to be short. It's going to be a shortage, because right now at this point, people do not realize they're taking water overseas, y'all, and building new lands, because they're gonna leave us here to fend for ourselves. They're building new lands and stuff, and these foreign places and stuff like that. And they're taking these lakes, they're drying them up and taking the water with them. Are you near a river? Are you near a lake? You need to be near these things. Do you have a well? I'm just going to be running down the list because I see the preppers, I see them preparing, but it's a lot of things that they don't realize that they have overlooked. You're not going to be able to become self-sufficient and live in the city. It's no way possible, because you got to be near water. You need to be around large bodies of water. You need to be able to take a bath in water. You need to be able to wash your clothes with water. Because here they're going to shut down this water system and preserve this water for whatever necessary needs for themselves. I just been looking at so much stuff that people are not paying attention to. Is it depending on how bad they fucked up the ecosystem. If they abandon us and just leave us here to fend for ourselves and go wherever they're going, because we don't know where I heard that they're preparing things underground. I've heard that they're preparing things in foreign country for themselves and stuff. And once they do that, there won't be any rain anymore if they have dried up all of the lakes. So you have to be in a place where you are near some running water. You need running water. You need streams. You need wells. You need these things. You need neighbors who will come in and pitch in and do these things that I'm telling you about. Because had you thought about what you're going to wear? Had you thought about how you're going to be able to train your children to be able to, survive when you leave? Because this is going to be a wasteland. Now, it may not happen in our lifetime, but get your children prepared. It may just happen in their adult lifetime. We don't know. It may not happen at any time soon. I don't know, but I just know that can the economy continue on like this before it just gives out? Do you know how to barter? Do you have anything to barter? Do you have crafts? Do you have skills? If you get ill, there are no hospitals. Do you know how to heal yourself? Do you know how to make tinctures from herbs? Do you know how to identify herbs? The different types of herbs, which ones are medicinal, which ones are deadly, which one, do you know these things? These things, a lot of preppers are just saying, well, I'm just going to put up me some antibiotics. And, those pharmaceuticals will run out because you just don't know how long you got to be self sufficient. You may have to be self sufficient for the next 5 years. Do you have 5 years worth of antibiotics? Do you have 5 years worth of water? Are you surrounded by neighbors who are like minded? They are preparing and doing the same thing you're doing? Or do you have the kind of neighbors who will leech off of you and literally burst into your house and steal everything you worked so hard to put up for yourself? Do you know? Because it's gonna be. I just watch these preppers and stuff, and then they're like, "Oh, I got plenty of ammunition, I got my gun ready and everything." But some of the very people that will come to you, that's starving, that's hungry, that's in need, may be just your family members. It may be your mama, it may be your daddy, it may be your uncle. It just may be somebody with small children. It may be children coming to you. Can you actually get a gun and shoot a child and deny them something to eat? Because when you feed one, you got to feed many. So it's going to be difficult. This is going to be a difficult role. We're going to be making some very difficult decisions, which is you can do so many things, so many magical things. You can shapeshift, you can manipulate, you can do all kind of things with the universe. So you know that you should be canning and preserving. You should have fruit trees everywhere. You should right now. Do not delay. Start canning and preserving now. Many of you have gardens. Do everything you possibly can. Teach your children how to grow. Teach your children how to preserve. Teach your children how to use a gun to shoot, to kill. Not just I'm talking about people who are trying to invade and harm you, but they need to know how to go out in the wild and hunt. You need to be able to, hunt wild games. Can you gain? Game is it game? Do you know how to shoot a bird out of the sky? Do you know how to catch a squirrel? Do you know how to catch a snake if you have to eat snakes? Do you know how to do these things? These are things that you have to be preparing yourself to do because you're going to need some meat. All these people talking about, I got me some, I'm growing me some squash and some grapes and apples and oranges and stuff, but you need protein. Where do you get your protein from? You can't all of a sudden decide to be a vegan. Then you'll get weak and you'll get sick. You need to if you've been on protein all your life, you got to find a protein substitute. Main thing is being able to can. Can you take all of these things and can for the winter? You can't grow food in the winter if you don't have any winter food stored. You are going to die. So anyway, this was on my mind, so I just wanted to talk about it and ramble a little bit. And witches, I like to call y'all nurses for some reason. Store your oil. You need all of the virgin olive oil, coconut oil you can get your hand on. You need to be storing those oils up. You need to be getting your herbs and your magical herbs, your medicinal herbs. You need to be getting all of those stored. You need to be canning your figs, can your squash, can your grapes, whatever. Can your pears, can your apples, can these things and store. Learn how to can. I did a lot of canning one year, and I don't know if that stuff worked out or not because canning is hard. And now for some folks, you've been under your granny and she taught you how to do it and all of that. But I've never had anybody to teach me how to can. I've watched my cousin, which was an old lady at the time, and I was a child. And she done passed since then. I watched her can like quail eggs because she it was a farm we were on, and she canned all kind of stuff, even turkey eggs. They ate turkey eggs. Can you believe it? And they had a smokehouse. So, I kind of grew up on a farm before I came to Birmingham as a child. And so I was able to witness a lot of stuff, man. Even witness how to make moonshine whiskey in a bathtub. My granny used to make moonshine whiskey in a bathtub where she'd take the pears, the corn, and we call them China berries, and she put it in the tub and let it ferment and make moonshine whiskey. That was some strong stuff. When you smell it, it'll burn your nose. But anyway, I got an opportunity to watch them, cut the head off the chicken, and I got a chance to see them feeding the hens and roosters and chickens, and I played with them, and I know a lot about livestock, slopping hogs, and all that, because that's where I came from. But can you do all of that stuff? A lot of you all may have watched it as kids, but can you really? Can you? Do you think you can do that? That's some hard work, man. Raising livestock. That's why folks had a lot of children back in them days. Folks, you needed 9 and 10 children. That was your survival. You had 9 or 10 children. Cause this one right here might be over in the, in the garden. Sugar cane. You got sugar cane. You got cotton. You got your vegetables, your beans. Man, that's some hard work. Ooh, y'all don't know. Mama got that little garden that be killing me. That one little small garden. Now imagine me expecting that little small garden to take me through the winter time. It ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. We already behind us older people, so we could at least start raising our children to do that. Now they got our children in school, and they're not telling you the truth. They're not telling you that there's going to be a food shortage, and you need to be able to self-sustain. I've seen that when I saw a storage can in there, 6 months worth of food for one person. Now, why would you be putting something out there? Why would you be advertising that? I mean, why would this be in a store? There's a threat. Are you prepared to do all that stuff I'm talking about? Slopping hogs, that's an all day job. Raising hogs, slaughtering hogs, raising cows, milking cows, taking care of horses and stuff, so you have transportation, because these cars ain't going to be around. You ain't going to be able to have the gasoline to go in them. Can you actually take care of a horse? Can you become a blacksmith and learn how to make the horseshoes to go on their feet? No, you can't do all of that. That's when all of us getting together as a community, supporting each other, that's when that comes in. Because you can't do all of those tasks. And with this person down here working to try to get this brand new BMW and add the swimming pool to the house and all that, and you here over here trying to learn how to actually grow a garden, how to researching how to do livestock, and researching how you can be self sufficient. The people around you, they ain't working like that. They ain't working hard like that. Those the ones coming to your house. So you can't really advertise, oh, this is what I'm doing, and look at my shelves and shelves and shelves of food, and you saying, well, they can't get to me because they don't know why I stay, so I can do these videos. But it's gonna be your family members, your distance family members, that's gonna come in and raid and take from you, and you ain't gonna be able to tell them no. You're gonna feel sorry for them. So you got to have enough in your cabinet for them and all the rest of them, really. But anyway, this ends this video. I'm going to ramble a little bit more because I want to talk about the magical side of things, how to do some magic to be able to keep yourself self-sufficient, because you're going to need that too now, because folks going to be having babies. And people gonna be needing healings, and people gonna have ailments. Ain't gonna be no doctors. You got to know how to go back the old-fashioned way to heal all them people. We got to talk about all that stuff. Okay, how to preserve your tinctures and your oils, your healing oils, and how to dry herbs. All of these things are things that we shall be talking about pretty soon. Okay, bye.